This time, the attack occurred at midnight. Luckily, Zhang Yi and his group were prepared. His team dared not to sleep deeply and had arranged guards for the night. Zhang Yi felt strange. Why did they switch to attacking at night? Zhang Yi and his team were ready. They quickly rushed out. Zhang Yi murmured with a flamethrower in hand. They changed the attack plan to nighttime, huh? They must have realized we fight more effectively during the day, or was it just a coincidence? Earlier, Zhang Yi, along with Uncle Vu and several others, had gone to a nearby hiding place. They poured a large amount of gasoline on the ground. Now knowing that the zombies were the result of a virus mutation, they had found an effective way to deal with them, using fire to destroy them. They easily handled a large number of zombies. However, this time, they clearly sensed a change in the zombies' attack tactics. They were no longer concentrated in their attacks as before but scattered across the snowfield like a swarm of locusts nearing their hiding place. It seems they've truly become smarter. Zhang Yi observed the zombies on the snowfield with a cold gaze. This is bad news, but also good. At least our guess was right. He was certain that behind them was a zombie king controlling all the zombies. Each attack changed tactics based on their fighting style. Although initially clumsy, both the zombie king and zombies continued to evolve. One day, they'll understand all our tactics, Zhang Yi muttered. Our hiding spots will be our only refuge. It'll be difficult to venture out. Zhang Yi couldn't help but marvel and exclaimed, even zombies are learning intelligence gathering in this era. Taking a deep breath, he continued, so next, let's prove what I said to Liangyue and everyone else. This time, we'll eliminate every single zombie, not leaving a single one behind. After speaking, he leapt onto Hua Hua's back. We'll attack from behind the zombie group. Su Chunlei and Uncle Vu quickly responded, understood. Uncle Vu chuckled and said, good, today we'll kill them all. Su Chunlei smirked. What's fun about killing a bunch of corpses? Uncle Vu remained calm and replied, this is a good opportunity to practice our skills. Su Chunlei didn't respond but began to act, summoning a large-scale snowstorm right in front of their hiding place. The terrifying roar of the zombie horde echoed as they spotted Zhang Yi and his group, rushing recklessly towards them. His team, experienced in dealing with such situations, remained composed. Su Chunlei conjured a snowstorm, temporarily disrupting the zombies and slowing their movements. Following this, Uncle Vu started using the flamethrower, sending flames like a disinfectant towards thousands of zombies. Liangyue wielded a long sword, about 3 meters in length, sharp as a lightning bolt, cutting through the zombie group around her. No matter how fast the zombies approached, they couldn't match the enhanced humans of the strengthened species. As long as Liangyue wasn't surrounded like before, she could easily handle them, delivering powerful slashes that cut zombies into 2 parts from head to toe, ensuring they couldn't rise and attack again. As for Zhang Yi, he rode Hua Hua and approached the zombie group from another direction. He used his gun, not aiming for their heads or bodies, but targeting their lower parts with devastating effect. The sniper rifle's mutant abilities supported him at close range, easily causing the lower parts of the zombies to collapse. Hua Hua lifted its head and blinked at Zhang Yi, understanding his intentions. Zhang Yi jumped down from its back. Hua Hua's black fur stiffened and sharpened like needles, transforming into a giant black sphere that plowed into the midst of the zombies. It resembled a massive tank crushing through the zombies, its black fur turning into blades that chopped them into pieces. If previously Zhang Yi and his team were hesitant to confront the zombie army, unwilling to risk a strong attack, this time they fully understood the true power of these creatures. Despite being faster and stronger than ordinary humans, they were clearly inferior to the strengthened species. After half of the zombie horde was destroyed, chaos ensued among them. They turned around and madly ran towards the underground subway station. But Zhang Yi intercepted them. Their retreat was cut off by him and Hua Hua. The zombies wanted to escape, but it wasn't going to be easy. A person and a cat blocked their escape route, initiating a frenzy of slaughter. With the support of their mutant abilities and the sniper rifle, Zhang Yi efficiently eliminated the zombies. As he fired, he muttered to himself, if you've come, don't rush to leave. In addition, Su Chunlei's psychic restraint with the snowstorm and strong winds made the zombies' movements even more difficult. After half an hour of fighting, this zombie group was nearly completely annihilated. Now, these zombies were completely dead, no longer capable of causing harm to anyone. Su Chunlei and the others gathered curiously around Zhang Yi, wondering about his next step. Boss, do you have a plan? Zhang Yi took out an infrared camera and aimed it directly at the zombies' eyes. Through this reconnaissance, we can conclude that the Zombie King isn't among this zombie army, but it has the ability to remotely control their actions. The main purpose of these zombies isn't to destroy us, but to gather information about us, then report back to the Zombie King. Each time they only attack to half. Then the lucky surviving zombies will transmit the information back. If this continues, they will increasingly understand us better. When they fully grasp our fighting techniques, the official army will appear. Zhang Yi smiled coldly. His eyes were filled with indifference. So we must take proactive action. Let this monster help us investigate what lies deep inside the subway station, Liang Yue immediately asked. Are you suggesting we thoroughly investigate the situation deep inside the subway station and then seize the opportunity to destroy the zombie nest? Zhang Yi responded without hesitation, if there's a suitable opportunity, we must do so. After all, we've seen the zombies' attack methods gradually improving. It will be extremely dangerous for our group. The best defense is offense. We need to attack the zombies' headquarters first. After saying this, Zhang Yi kicked a zombie's head far away. The zombie quickly got up from the snow and ran towards the subway station. Next, let's see how much useful information this little friend can bring us. Zhang Yi smiled as he followed the zombie carrying an infrared camera device far away, then returned to their hiding place. Liang Yue also followed Zhang Yi back. In fact, these zombies haven't posed a real threat to them so far. Based on Liang Yue's personality, she might have chosen to charge into the subway station and eliminate all the zombies. However, their combat abilities are not very strong. Nevertheless, Zhang Yi taught her a valuable lesson. Even with powerful strength, one must remain vigilant and respond fully when facing unclear enemies. Only then can they survive in this uncertain world. When their group returned to their room, Zhang Yi immediately turned on the TV and examined the images captured by the infrared device. The zombie passed through the snowstorm and, after about 10 minutes, reached the entrance to the subway station. It jumped down through the deep cave entrance, and after a few seconds, the image stabilized back on the lens. Late at night, everything was blurry and surreal. The infrared device could detect creature movements, but in the absence of any, the view remained pitch black. So for a long time, Zhang Yi and his group saw nothing but darkness, like ink. After a while, a new light appeared. Within their sight, humanoid figures emitted light. 1, 2, 3, a dense group of zombies emerged underground, occupying the space. All of these were zombies hidden in the subway tunnels. Unable to restrain himself, Su Chunlei asked, underground, how many zombies are there finally? Uncle Vu replied, just imagine how many dead people there are in the city. You'll understand everything. All the dead in Tianhai City have turned into zombies. What about us? Su Chunlei hugged himself in fear. Yang Xinxin explained beside him, currently, we can't make such a judgment. The transformation of corpses into zombies also requires the presence of a specific virus. However, given enough time, we believe that day is not far off. Zhang Yi looked at Xinxin and said, indeed, there are many dead in the city. Even if we try to collect bodies, it's difficult to gather more than 10 million bodies. So the likelihood of them becoming zombies is very high. Therefore, we should tackle this at the root. If we can handle the king of zombies, we can alleviate many troubles. As Zhang Yi spoke, suddenly a clear figure appeared on the infrared camera, much larger in scale. It had a humanoid shape but was taller and more slender than the surrounding zombies. Analysis based on the proportions of the zombies around it indicated it could be up to 3 meters tall. Everyone held their breath, staring at the screen. Zhang Yi was shocked. What is that? Suddenly, a large, pale face unexpectedly appeared on the camera screen, with a demonic smile spreading across its lips. When the grotesque image suddenly appeared, everyone was startled, especially the timid women who couldn't help but scream. Zhou Kur and Yang Xia even held on to Zhang Yi tightly, seeking safety by leaning on him, because this was not like watching a horror movie. This was a real existence of zombies. The video abruptly stopped, leaving only a large expanse of snow. We've been detected, Zhang Yi said, but immediately after, he smiled. However, this also proves our prediction to be correct. Underground, there truly is an intelligent creature. The Zombie King is here. We have found it. That large, pale face could very well be the Zombie King. If we don't eliminate it, our hiding place will continue to be in danger. Su Chunlei hurriedly asked, but how do we approach and destroy the Zombie King? There are so many zombies underground. It will take careful preparation to eliminate them, and we don't know how long it will take. Yang Xinshin also added, moreover, the subway tunnels have many entrances and exits. If the zombie king is smart, it will choose to escape when it detects something unusual. Zhang Yi crossed his arms and said in a deep voice, if we're going to do this, we must do it once and for all to have peace later on. Despite their numbers, their fighting capabilities are limited. As long as we are determined, their quantity won't be a problem. But we must prevent them from escaping. Therefore, we need to focus on eliminating them from the subway tunnels, Liang Yue suggested. We can use bombs to destroy the tunnels, which will block the zombies' retreat. Our goal is to destroy the zombie king. As long as it can't escape, that's enough. As for the other zombies, we have many ways to deal with them, almost Vu chimed in. Zhang Yi nodded, the specifics of the plan, you decide, Zhang Yi. In any case, this battle cannot be avoided. That's right, this battle cannot be avoided. If we don't attack proactively, sooner or later, the zombies will become smarter, Yang Xinshin continued. Once the zombie group understands all their weaknesses, they will relentlessly attack. Eventually, even the most fortified hideout will be breached. Zhang Yi took a deep breath, contemplating the feasibility of the plan. After a while, he said, prepare yourselves. Tomorrow, we will take action.